Hi there. Thanks for checking in with us. Political analyst John Keller in here today.
Would you draw the short straw? Tell me the truth.
No, I'm actually excited to be here talking about this. Good to see you too, John. So, obviously, this was a big week in politics. We've been saying this for weeks and weeks and weeks, right?
Every week's a big week. Yeah.
But on the national, international front and local. So let's first start with North Korea. The announcement of the summit, big summit between Kim Jong-un and President Trump coming up next month. And then also the release of the 3 detainees that are back on American soil. What's kind of the wins of this for the Trump administration? Then what are we looking at as far as the summit goes down the road?
Well, that is the mega question that everybody's wondering. I mean, Kim Jong-un had been one of the most secretive, recalcitrant tyrants in the world for many years, and his father before him. So everybody's wondering, is this for real? Is there really going to be some denuclearization that comes out of this? That's the big prize. And you know what? I don't care what you think about President Trump or his administration. If this is for real and something tangible comes out of this, it's a huge victory. And certainly, it's nice to see these gentlemen released. Some people, I think, were justifiably a little queasy about all the praise President Trump is heaping on Kim Jong-un for releasing them. One of them was held at hard labor for over a year or so. But in any case, it's a nice prelude to the talks. I think the world is going to be on the edge of its seat on June 12th when they meet to see what goes down here. Is this a fake out by Kim Jong-un? Is he after maybe some economic benefits, the lifting of certain sanctions, and not prepared to give anything realistic in return? Or is this the beginning of something really great?
So this could actually be a really awesome win for the Trump administration if they get something done, but it could also have political implications if it turns out going sour, right?
That's what happens when you're president. You go into these high-stakes summit meetings. There are some people who are concerned that even agreeing to this was too much of an automatic win for Kim Jong-un. We'll see. I think the bottom line, and the polls reflect, most Americans like the idea of diplomacy rather than saber-rattling and would like to see something good come out of this.
All right, let's talk back on the home front here in Boston. Okay, so,
really on the home front.
Yeah, it really is. So Airbnb, everybody seems to be familiar with that now, kind of this new way of sharing your home or renting your home out to people.
Have you ever stayed in one?
I actually have, yeah.
And I have too. It's great.
All over the world.
A lot cheaper than a hotel generally, and a wonderful way to sort of check out a new place, a new city.
Totally. So Boston, obviously, one of the things that we've been talking about is affordable housing and the lack of it and the difficulty to find a place that's affordable to live here in the city. Now Mayor Walsh is talking about putting some of the strictest regulations on Airbnb. So what's kind of the implications here for, I guess, the consumer and on the economic front?
Well, look, it fits into a broader picture, Chris. As you noted, there's sort of this new economy emerging. Ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft, and home-sharing services. This appears to be the wave of the future, but first of all, it's disrupting, in some cases destroying existing industries. I mean, look at what happened to the taxi industry or the newspaper industry, if you want to go back to the innovation of Craigslist and so on. So that's concerning, and also there are regulatory issues. The Walsh administration here in Boston was responding to a lot of blowback from the neighborhoods about, properties with an absentee owner. All sorts of strangers are coming in and out. What are the implications of that? Those are valid concerns. Walsh has responded by proposing the strictest Airbnb regulations of any city in the country. Now, what will ultimately happen here? Will it be seen as too much of an impediment to the growth of this? Will there be pushback from people who've benefited from it? A lot of questions out there. It's really an interesting test case for how the establishment reacts to this emerging new economy.
Trying to kind of figure it out as we go, right?
Right. And one thing I'm sure of, though, Chris, amid all this ambivalence, thank God it's Friday. That's what I'm sure of.
Because guess what? What a week. We'll be back here doing it again next week, right? All right. Thanks for checking in with us, John. Always a pleasure. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you next time.
See you later.